Hello, my name is Jacob. I'm a student of privacy engineering at Carnegie Mellon University and an intern at personaldata.io. Today, I'm going to be showing you how you can use the tools on Digipower Academy to better understand how and why you are targeted with certain ads on Twitter. We are going to do this through imagining a scenario. Imagine that you are a tech journalist studying the cryptocurrency space and scams in the cryptocurrency space. You use Twitter to post links to articles you publish in other places, to publish about your investigations, and to interact directly with people in the cryptocurrency space, companies in the cryptocurrency space, and with other members of the media. You want to understand how the accounts of some of the companies that you are investigating may be trying to influence you by using the advertising tools on Twitter's platform. You've gotten your data from Twitter, either through a subject access request or through Twitter's data download portal. It's a big zip file filled with JSONs, and you're not sure what to do with it. And you're also pretty busy because you have some deadlines coming up because as I said earlier, we're a journalist. So you can go to digipower.academy, sharing my screen now, and you can go to their Twitter tool. And on their Twitter tool, the first tab is to load your data. You go down here to this blue link, click on the file that Twitter sent you, and the visualization will start. So the first and most important thing to understand is that none of this data is shared with anyone else. Your data remains yours. It stays in the local browser. That's where all of the visualization and computations about it are done. It takes a while to process, so I've done some of this ahead of time. Up here, you can see that I've uploaded a sample Twitter file. You can also play with this on the website right now if you want to. The first page shows you a list of all of the files that are inside of the zip. After that, we have our main advertising overview. We're going to focus on one specific advertiser called Binance. In our scenario, Binance, which really is a cryptocurrency exchange, is a cryptocurrency exchange that we are investigating. We think they may be up to some things that aren't so great. And as we can see, Binance has been targeting us with advertising. Sometimes as many as 10 a day. And you can scroll down and see that there's also a measure of how often the advertisements that Binance sent to us are considered to be successful. This is more than just clicking on it. There's a whole suite of interactions that qualify an advertisement as successful. So almost a third, 28% of what they have sent us is considered to be successful. Now we can see why and how we were targeted. We're going to focus on follower lookalikes. Follower lookalikes are important to understand how Twitter understands us. Follower lookalikes are a measure of how similar we are to audiences that in other places on Twitter. So we clicked on follower lookalikes, and right here on the right, you can see targeting criteria. We see all of the accounts that whose audiences Twitter considers us to be similar to, even if we aren't a part of these audiences. So we can already see the ways that the members of the cryptocurrency space have gained insight about us and things about us that we may not even know have been told or figured out, because they have a list of actors that we are similar to. Here we can see a list of all of our top advertisers, and we can see already that Crypto.com and Binance are two of the top three actors who have sent us advertising, meaning that the members of the cryptocurrency space are really trying to influence us. The next tab shows us the top 10 advertisers and a breakdown of the percentage of advertisements that they've sent us. So you can click on Binance and see that most of the advertising that Binance sent us is through follower lookalikes. And then we can see which of these audiences was the most influential in deciding that we saw advertisements. In this case, it's Vitalik Buterin. I apologize if I did not say that correctly, with @Bitcoin coming in just behind. So now we can see what targeting criteria was used by all of the advertisers, not just the top 10. So these are the follower lookalikes for everyone who has targeted us on Twitter. And as you can see, CoinDesk and CoinMarketCap and other Bitcoin and crypto related topics are very important in our follower lookalikes. This tells us that our identity as somebody interested in the crypto space is very important and given primacy in the ways that Twitter is deciding to target ads to us. Another important thing to look at here is list. List are the targeting criteria that people have brought from outside of Twitter into Twitter to target you. Most of these criteria don't make sense because they're coded to be understood by advertisers. But if I was doing a bigger investigation, I could use this list of targeting criteria and cross-reference it with things that I know about advertisers in other spaces and figure out who is targeting me and maybe even why. So next, we can look at a list of everyone who has targeted us and see just among the ads that they've sent us, why was I targeted with them? So it's very similar to before. It's just the percentages are different because it's just zoomed in to a company that I'm very interested in why they're interested in me. So as you can see, this tool is very useful if you're trying to figure out how and why you're being targeted by people who may not have their best interest in mind in targeting you with ads. Thank you for your time, and I hope that you take the time to explore this tool.